On February 21st, 2011, Polling U number 43, Part 3. Welcome, Bridge friends. It's Michael from Bridge Hands. We're going to have one more session on slam bidding. And here we go. South is the dealer. South in hearts. Queen 10-9, 6 times, 2 points, maybe 1 for distribution. Not the best 6-card suit, but it's reasonable. In clubs, Ace 10 Doubleton, another 4 points. Maybe it gets up to about 7. In diamonds, another Ace Doubleton. Oh, let's call it 11 points. In Queen Jack 10 of spades, quacker, but at least it's got a 10 to go with it. So perhaps 11, another 3. We're going to go ahead and call that a 1-heart opener. To west, no bid. And for north, north has a wonderful hand here. In hearts, Ace King Jack 4 times. In trump suit, that's a beauty. Let's call that 9 points. In clubs, King 5th, make it 12. In diamonds, another 5, makes it 17. And a void in spades. Isn't that interesting? That should be worth about 3, 4, could be 5 points. Let's call it 4. So for sure, we have interest in a slam, but we can't bid it. You remember why? Right, we have a spade void, and we don't bid slams with voids. So we have to come up with another plan, don't we? And if you know the Jacoby 2 no-trump convention, we bid 2 no-trump to say that we have opening hand and 4 or more in the trump suit, hearts. So 2 no-trump is the response. A pass then by east, back to south. Well, let's look at it from losing trick count hand. We have 2 losers in spades, 1 in diamonds makes 3, 1 in clubs makes 4, and 2 in hearts makes 6. So it's not a terrible hand. It's not a 7 losing trick count hand or an occasional 8. So rather than signing off in 4 hearts, the next one down from that, according to the Jacoby 2 no-trump, would be 3 no-trump. Not saying we want to play in 3 no-trump, but saying we're better than the minimum. The minimum is where we go fast and eyes, 4 hearts. Next one down is 3 no-trump. And if we had a better hand, we would go 3 hearts to show an even stronger hand. But we don't. 3 no-trump is our bid. A pass, and to the partner. Well, partner's ready to start doing what? Ready to start doing Q-bid, and would bid 4 clubs to say, I have a king of clubs. After 4 clubs, South would say, 4 diamonds, I have a control in diamonds. And then wouldn't do a heart suit. Heart suit would be inclination to sign off, but would do the spade suit, saying, I have a control in spades. The control is a void. Aha! So this gets South a little bit more inspired. They were looking for some help in spades, weren't they? After 4 spades, they will bid 5 clubs. Remember, the club bidder was over here in North before. Now they're going to show a control in clubs. 5 clubs is the response. At this point, North is ready to bid the whole enchilada, 7 hearts. Knowing that partner's got good hearts, knowing that partner South has got the ace of clubs, knowing that partner has a control in diamonds, and oh, by the way, North has the king, queen, so it must be an ace, and they don't really care about the spade suit at all, do they? So they'll bid 7 hearts at this point. So 7 hearts it is, and the opening lead in a 7-level contract, do you remember what that was? Right, we always make a safe lead. Make them find everything. We're not going to lead away from our king of spades, that's for sure. We're just going to lead a little trump. A trump is out. Everybody follows. It goes up to the queen in the south hand. Go ahead and pull the trump. 1 more trump, and the trump are out. Remember, we were 6-4, 2-1 was the distribution on the heart suit. Next, we go ahead and play a club to the ace in south hand, another club back to the king. And you remember this pattern? There's another one in the dummy where the dummy has a 5-card side suit, and like we saw the other day in some other instances, we're going to try to rough this suit out. As long as the opponents have a 4-2 split, and since they've both played, it's either a 3-3 or a 4-2, we have plenty of entries to promote this last club there. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to rough one. We're going to play our ace of diamonds, a diamond back up to the north hand, rough 1 more club, get back to the north hand by roughing a spade, promoting the club and pitching a spade. And then where does our next spade go? It goes on that queen of diamonds in the north hand. And the rest, we've got 2 trumps left. And 7 hearts it is. Let's take a look at that hand. We've got 29 points between the two hands, but we've got a big distribution with the void in spades. We also love the fact that we have plenty of entries on this club suit to go ahead and set it up when partner has the ace. So once again, let's review the bidding. 1 heart, pass. Jacoby 2 no trump with at least an opening hand and at least 4 trump. After that, a little bit better than the minimum, which would be a 4 heart sign off. They bid 3 no trump to show they have a little bit of extra, a 6 losing trick count hand. Then after the 3 no trump bid, it was 4 clubs, showing the king of clubs, 4 diamonds, showing the ace of diamonds. Not 4 hearts, that would be a sign off. 4 spades to show the void in the spade suit. South likes that. After they hear 4 spades, they then bid 5 clubs, Q-bidding the ace of clubs, and that was all that North had to hear. Once that North knew that South had the aces in the minor suits, that was about all I really needed to know, wasn't it? 7 hearts was in the bag. Okay, next hand. South once again is the dealer in spades. Ace 10 5 times, 4 points. In diamonds, Ace King third. There's another 7. That brings us up to 11. In clubs, beautiful, Ace King 4 times. 11 and 7 is 18 points. We open 1 spade. Over to West. Well, West wants to get in the auction this time, don't they? With a King, Jack, 10, 9, 7 times in hearts. We get a weak jump to 3 hearts, preemptive. Nice going there with the spade void, too. Over to North. Well, this isn't exactly what they were hoping for. They have, in spades, King, Jack, 9, 8. Very nice suit. There's 4 points. In diamonds, Queen, Jack, 4th. Another 3 makes 7. A worthless club, Doubleton. And a Ace, Queen, 3rd. Hey, that's in the right-hand opponent's heart suit, isn't it? That's nice. So a good 13 points. We don't want to just sign off in 4 spades, do we? What would be the next best bid? Can you think of it? Well, it wouldn't be for no trump. We can't do that because we have some worthless side suits here in the minors, don't we? It would be to Q-bid the opponent's suit at the 4 level. That's right, bid 4 hearts, bid 4 of theirs. Show that we have a control in the heart suit. That's another way we can bid controls. We haven't spoken about it, but when you think about it, it probably makes sense. If we're going to consort with the enemy, bid 4 level of their suit, that means we got a pretty big hand and we have interest in slam, right? Right. So the auction started 1 spade, 3 hearts, weak jump shift by the opponent, 4 heart by our partner, and a pass by East. Okay, now we see that in South's hand we had a lot more than we needed for an opening hand. In fact, let's look at our losing trick count hand. In spades, we have 2 losers. In diamonds, we have 1, that's 3. In clubs, we have 1, that's 4. In hearts, we have 1, that's 5. Well, if our partner can cover 4, they must have something pretty big to Q-bid 4 hearts. What do we want to do next? We want to, right, Q-bid. So after 4 hearts, we don't want to bid 4 spades. That would be a sign-off. We want to Q-bid 5 clubs. We want to bid up the line, so we bid 5 clubs. Our partner, North, cannot Q-bid diamonds with a Queen, Jack 4 times, has to bypass that suit, but can now Q-bid the heart suit, right? So they bid 5 hearts, Q-bidding the suit. And after 5 hearts, let's look at it from South's perspective. They don't want to sign off in 5 spades, not with the strong bidding by North. And to continue to Q-bidding would be fruitless because we know that North cannot have any more controls. So there's no reason for us to go 6 clubs because we can't get any more information from the North end. So we're going to just have to go ahead and make that leap of faith. And at this point, based upon partners' big bidding, 4 hearts and then bidding 5 hearts, we're going to just go ahead and bid 6 spades. So 6 spades will be the contract. And what would be the lead from the West hand? What would you lead from this type of a holding? Well, you'd want to lead the top of your inner sequence. You'd want to lead that Jack of Hearts. And after the Jack comes out, what do you want to play from North? Are you going to play the Ace or are you going to play the Queen? Would be a real shame if there was a singleton king over here, wouldn't it, over in the east hand? So when the jack comes out, we're going to go up with the ace. As much as we'd like to go ahead and take the finesse, we don't want to risk it. So we go up with the ace, and at that point in time, we're going to go ahead and start playing some trump. Do you have any idea how to play the trump suit? We have a two-way finesse for the queen, don't we? Well, when you think about it, if there's 7 hearts showing over here by the west hand, there's not that many vacant spaces for where the queen and some others could exist. There can be a lot of spaces over here, 13 spaces over in the right hand, and with all those hearts there, there's not going to be that many hearts into the east hand. So we're going to finesse the east hand for the queen. So we're not going to want to start with the ace of spades. Instead, we're going to go with a king of spades, and sure enough, west shows out right away. So that meant the suit divided 5, 4, 4 for our 13 cards. So we finesse in the right direction by playing the king first. We now play a 3 of clubs up to our king in the south hand. And what are we doing here? We're going to want to rough one of the clubs. We don't think that east is going to be that short in clubs. They should have several of them. We should be able to at least rough one round. So we then win the ace of clubs. Everybody follows. We play a 3rd round and we rough it with the 8 of spades in the dummy hand. And now we can go ahead and begin to pull trump. We play the jack of spades. East stubbornly does not cover it. We then play a 9 of spades to a low in east and a 10 in south hand. We now can play our ace of spades, finally pinning down the queen in the east hand. And what's our line of play? Well, we've got some diamonds to promote there, don't we? We play our ace of diamonds. We're starting to unblock by playing our high card on the short side. We then play the king of diamonds. And on the 3rd one, we play the queen up to the jack in the north hand. On the queen of diamonds in north, we pitch our last club. And we finish with our last trump. And so we actually finish making 7 spades. We make 13 tricks. Not an easy one to bid. When you've got some of these queens and we have a big preempt, we can only compliment West for making a preempt. It wouldn't have been an easy one to bid anyway. So 6 spades. We got our slam contract with 1 overtrink. Very well done. And we tried to make this hand a little bit more challenging just so you could see that when they're not always linear, straightforward hands, how to bid them. We started 1 spade. We then had the jump to 3 hearts. Our partner, faced with nothing better to do, went to 4 hearts, showed that they had a first round of control in the opponent's heart suit and that they have very strong support for our spade, interest in slam. We then obliged in south by bidding 5 clubs. We really knew that north was not going to be able to show controls unless they had shortness in the club or diamond suit. And sure enough, next they Q-bid the heart suit again. And that was about it. Then at south we just went ahead and went to 6 spades. The line of the play, as you'll recall, was that we weren't sure who had the queen of spades, but with this big heart bidder over in the west, we assumed that it had to be with east. And sure enough, they had all 4 spades. So rather than start with the ace of spades, in which case the queen of spades would catch a trick, we started with the king of spades. The strategy was to rough some club losers. We roughed 1 club loser, and after we pulled trump, we put the last club on the diamond. And when the jack of hearts came out, which is a good lead, we weren't sure whether to win with the queen or the ace. We didn't want to risk it in case it was a singleton king over here in the east hand. We weren't sure how the other suits were going to break. So we went ahead and went up with the ace, making 13 tricks. Okay, all, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. At this point, we should have some fairly good mastery on the art of control bidding. We know when to bid them. We bid them when we can't bid Blackwood, when we have worthless doubletons like we see here. We can't bid them when we have voids, such as this previous hand where we had a void and spades in the dummy. So we're off to a great start this week. Have a good time playing bridge, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.